Tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run at the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow by every time.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
In 2K25, Team 2K TV has seen action with Kingsguard Keon Ellis, Blazer center DeAndre Ayton, and you never know who you might run into next.
Notice that NBA logo? That's a real player you could be hooping with or against. You might see logos for musicians, other professional athletes, community members, content creators, and celebrities.
So be ready to jump on that Got Next space because you might have a story to tell sometime soon. Joining us today for our wrap party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show. Joining Chris Manning, we're going to go 3v3 in Proving Grounds, try to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
We are going to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the NBA? I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for Orlando. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. And for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Williams, and it's Pollard in at the 1. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Orlando with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. The 3 from Suggs. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's Singleton. Pass to Melton. Yep, that one's good.
You know, he may lack size, but Melton's an effective scorer inside. He plays bigger than he is.
Now here's Wagner. He's guarded closely. And here's Suggs. Last game for him, he had 14. And it's Wagner missing. Here's Singleton. We played just over a minute here in the first. To the inside. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Wagner. He had 25 points in his last game. Orlando again missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And stolen by Banchero. Wagner against Williams. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Here's Claxton. Shot from the low post is good. Claxton's got his second basket.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Hernandez. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Now here's Suggs, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Now the Nets with it. They've got a 10-0 run going. Pass to Claxton. Launches a 3. Offensive board. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Anthony. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Melton passes to Claxton. Misses from close range. Magic trail by 10. Pass to Anthony. 4-3. And it's Singleton with a rebound. Singleton's got 4 rebounds now.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Shoots from 12. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And so Anthony will bring it up for Orlando. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the strike.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep...
Magic trail by 14. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then it's Williams. Then there's Johnson. And it's Baller in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Suggs, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Orlando shooting only 27% for today's game. Banchero outside. Here's Wagner. The 3 from Suggs. Brooklyn pulls it in. Singleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
And yep, it's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Suggs. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Banchero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Singleton. It's rebounded by Batase.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Nets leading by 19. Pass to Johnson. The 3-ball. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Magic have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Here's Singleton. Orlando with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Johnson passes to Singleton. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Now Wagner hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Batadze gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
For 3. And the basket by Singleton.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Johnson against Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Fires the 3. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. On the wing, Suggs. Second chance effort. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And the Nets call time here. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn out in front, running away with this one. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Orlando has possession. Next up, the Knicks in New York. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs, and it's Wagner in at the 5. Here's Singleton. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Suggs outside. Pass to Anthony. Three-pointer. The rebound by Melton.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions. Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Banchero no good.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Rebound by the Magic. Suggs outside. On the wing, Anthony. Wagner on the wing. Williams defending. Here's Suggs. Banchero right side. From downtown. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Puts it up from 12. Singleton can't get it to go.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Anthony, and the layup is good off the glass. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Orlando calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Batase's checked in for Wagner. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
Well, you look at Banchero. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Now here's Anthony. He's closely guarded. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Singleton. And again, it's Brooklyn.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
For Orlando, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Suggs, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Claxton. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Claxton's got 11.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Brooklyn with the ball, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Singleton can't get it to go. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Anthony. To the middle. Here's Suggs. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Suggs has gotten his second bucket.
A physical guard Suggs loves. working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Magic shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Anthony. Another shot. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it.
Blocks it again. He just can't find a consistent way to score. And this team could certainly use it.
Singleton. No good on the triple.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Three-pointer Anthony knocks it down from distance. He's got 13.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter. Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Pass to Wagner to the inside. Lets it fly. And Batadze gets it to go. Batadze's got 8.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Here's Johnson. Count that one. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And the basket by Singleton. Singleton's got 29.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Out to Anthony. The pull-up. Brooklyn pulls it in. Singleton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Johnson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few.
Here's Singleton. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And he can't hit the second. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Singleton. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And another miss by Orlando. Well, the Nets shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Three-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Anthony with it. That one a little long.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
They've met 3 times this season, and this is their 2nd win. It's turning into a little bit of a grudge match, and they'll be fired up for the next game. A win there, and they'll finish the season 3-1 against the Magic.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Baller.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
And Claxton throws it down.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Singleton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
A shot to stop the run. Can't get it to drop. Puts up a deep 3. Right wing. Second shot opportunity. Off target with the shot. So we see the Nets taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.